All right, everyone, good morning. Welcome to LIT, Low Impact Training. We're gonna jump right into this warm up. My name is Sarita. I will be working with you today for this class. Let's start with those feet about shoulder width apart. Toes are pointing straight forward. Let's start with some basic squats. Start to warm up through the hips. Draw the belly button in. Lift that chest up nice and high. Shoulders are down away from the ears, giving you some space for your neck. We start taking those nice deep breaths. All right, good deal. Let's hold it at the top. Bring those arms out wide and cross them over. Continue to keep that intensity in the legs, driving down through the heels, activating those muscles from hip all the way down to the ankles. Thanks for waking up this morning, getting your workout in early. Appreciate you. All right, let's step those feet out slightly wider. Doing some lateral lunges. We're actually practicing for some of the work we're going to do today. So shifting your hips to one side, hips are back, weight in the heel. Slowly, smoothly transition to the other side. Notice I'm pausing here for a little bit of a gentle stretch, inner thighs. We'll do some lateral lunges today, and we'll do them honestly just like this. Warm-ups are great to practice the movements that we will do in the workout, making sure the right muscles are ready for work, the joints, ligaments, all that good stuff. Let's do one more each side. All right, let's hold it centered, hinging from the hips. You can rest your hands on your hips or your thighs and just bending through the knees. Think about coming to a little bit of a squat and then straightening the knees, flatten out the back, waking up the hamstrings. Getting ready for those deadlifts today. So for today's workout, you can use any variety of weights or equipment you have at home. Weights, bands, bags, jugs of water, laundry detergent, whatever you are using to work out with, or just body weight. Just make sure you are moving with intention and activating the right muscles through each move. All right, let's go ahead and bring it all the way up. Squeeze the big glutes, stand up. It's gonna turn to the side here, another little hammy stretch here. Kickstand the heel out, hinge from the hips, reach down, scoop, lift all the way up overhead. Alternating sides, reach up. Imagine you're holding that heavy object overhead. And through today's circuit, we'll be doing 3 moves per circuit, working for 45 seconds. Not really a rest in between moves. We're gonna move from one exercise to the next. So as soon as you get there and get set up, we're gonna start working. We'll take those breaks at the end of the circuit. All right. Excuse me, we're gonna start to ramp it up a little bit. It's still low impact training. We start to get the heart rate up, low impact butt kickers, draw those heels up. All right, knees come up. We're gonna add a little twist here. So draw the knee up, twist that opposite shoulder across the midline of the body. Good. All right, low impact jack. So tap it out, arms go all the way up, all the way down. Soften the knees. We're just picking up the pace here. Get that blood flowing, get that heart pumping a little bit quicker. Good. All right, bring it down. We're gonna do a little floor warm-up circuit. So make your way down. I like to do a little inchworm here. So reach for the toes, soften the knees, walk it down to a plank. Drop the knees when you're there. We're gonna come to hands and knees. So flatten out the back, knees under hips. Extend one leg long. You can tap the toe down. We're taking a rainbow move here. So lift the toe off the floor, draw an arch, set the foot down on the opposite side of your mat. Here we go. Bring it back. Take it over. Breathe. Try to flatten out your back and minimize the movement so you're not arching and rounding the back. Let the movement come from the leg, the glutes, helping to make that movement happen. Big squeezes here. Your arch doesn't have to be super high. Just lift enough to really feel those glutes working and bring it back. All right, finish the rep that you're on. Back to start, knees down, and over to the other leg. Extend the leg long. Here we go. Draw an arch. Try to really balance out your weight, distributing from one side to the other. So right hand, left hand, your grounded knee. And have to dump all your weight on the other side, your bottom hip. Come on, stick with the belly button drawn in. Flatten out that low back. All right, bring it back to start. Let's take a gentle stretch, right? Push your hips back towards your heels. Little child's pose. And then from here, we're gonna shift forward to a plank and then back to a child's pose. So really getting those shoulders prepped. We have push-ups today, or if you have weights, you can do a chest press instead. If you're comfortable with this move and it's not really giving you a challenge, go ahead and tuck the toes, lift up the knees. Give me down dog to plank. We're rounding out the warm up here. We're gonna get right into our workout after this. Big squeeze, come on. Push that floor away. Gazing right at the top of the mat. All right, one more. And then gently, in your own way, make your way up to standing. Again, I like to do the inchworm. Get down the way I started. Last thing to come up is the head. Take your time. And once you're back up on your feet, you can grab a sip of water. Come back, get your weights ready. We're gonna get right into the circuit. All right. Get my timer going. And we are going to start with just a goblet sumo squat. All right, nice and easy for the first one. All right, take your weight or weights. I've got a 12-pounder. You can have a 10, 12, 15, whatever you have. Again, you can change out throughout the workout as well. We're doing 3 rounds total, so keep that in mind. You've got 3 times to really get some big effort out of this move. All right, 45 seconds, like I said on the clock. Here we go. Take those feet out wide. Sumo, remember, goblet sumo. Hold your weight like a goblet. You're not holding weights, not working with weights today. Just extend your arms. Contract, little bicep hold here. Maybe squeeze your biceps. Maybe reach up overhead. So if you're not using weights, you can just reach. Get those shoulders working. Those arms engaged. Just make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. Got about 15 seconds left here. Take your time. Push your knees out towards your pinky toe. Big squeeze on the way up. There's 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, we've got stationary lateral lunges. I told you we were practicing in a warm-up here. Feet out wide. I'm gonna hold 1 dumbbell racked at my chest. You can hold yours as well. All we're doing is shifting into one knee, push off the lateral part of your foot, shift to the other side, pause, squeeze. Now I told you we've got 3 rounds in each of these circuits. So it's plenty of time for you to change, adjust. I'm gonna give you some variations to train your body a little bit differently. You can take them or leave them. So hips are back, chest is lifted, shoulders are down. 10 seconds. So right now our feet are glued to the floor. Next round, we might have a little bit more movement coming your way. All right, bring it up. Step or heel toe the feet together. And then we've got deadlifts. I'm gonna pick up my other weight. All right, flatten the back, soften the knees, hinging from the hips, and then up quick. Squeeze up. Down, 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 nice and slow. Squeeze it up. All right, I want you to come up like you're excited for something. Stand up. All right, we're ready to go. I know it's early. I want you to get excited, especially for this move. All right, big squeeze to the top. Draw those shoulders all the way back. 10 seconds. I always like to say the first round of a circuit, we're practicing. Second round, you start to perfect it. Round 3, you just show off. All right, there's time. We're back to the top. I'm gonna set one down. Back to that goblet sumo. Here we go, feet out wide. Now, goblet position. If your weight is light enough and your shoulders feel okay with it, add a little press. Here we go. Just make sure you have a nice grip on your dumbbell. It might feel more comfortable to hold it horizontally. Better grip for your hands. All right, do whatever works for you. Whatever you're working with, just be safe and effective. I still want those goblet squats nice and slow. Little pause at the bottom, little extra burn. Little extra takeaway before you stand up, come up for air. Inhale down at the bottom. Big exhale, push, stand up. 5 seconds. And time. All right, turn those toes forward. Lateral lunges. So now this time, if you want, you can take that step together and alternate. All right, just make sure you watch out for the space. Here we go, lateral lunges. Still give me that pause. Big push off your side of your foot, step together. Pause, push off. So we're building an intensity, taking it a level up each round if you want it. All right. Inhale down, exhale, push off on the hard part. 10 seconds. Three, two, one, and time. All right, deadlifts, move 3. All right, balance challenge if you want it. Ooh, already, and balance is off. Single leg deadlift, bring it up. Here we go. Remember, these variations are optional, up to you. Now, if you notice, this whole first circuit is really focusing on lower body. Circuit 2, a little more combination. Whew. A lot more functional. These are functional movements too, but getting that total body into play. Then we'll focus on upper body. All right, 3, 2, and 1. That's time. We've got one more round, gang. From the top, goblet sumo squat. Let's set one down. Remember your options. You can take just a squat without the arms. You can add the press. All right, here we go. 45 seconds. Last time with this move. Remember to give me that pause at the bottom. All right. So we're tucking that tailbone under. Again, sink down, hug your knees out or squeeze them out towards your pinky toe. Chest is lifted. You're moving because you're dropping your hips. We're not tipping over. That's a different move. Weight stays close to the body. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, lateral lunges. If you're ready, go for it. You don't have to wait for me. All right, I'm gonna pick up both of my weights this time. Toes are forward, side to side. I'm gonna keep my feet down this time just because I've got a little bit tighter space and my mat is curling up. I wanna be safe here. But if you've got room to move and your body says it's okay, please feel free to do that. Alternating lateral lunge with that push off. So I just increased my intensity by picking up a heavier weight. All right, so variations, pace, your resistance, all are gonna be great options to change the intensity of the work. Here we go, last 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, deadlifts, this is it. You get a little break after this, my friends. So you can do your regular deadlifts, both legs on the floor, or you're alternating single leg deadlift. Let's go, let's go. Just make sure whatever you're doing, your back is flat. And especially if you're doing single leg, careful, your hip is not rotating out to the side. All right, hip stays square, turn down toward the mat, toward the wall in front of you. You're soft in the knees. Squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. Dig through the heels as you stand up. Three, 2, 1, and there's time. And there's the end of our first circuit. By the end of that, we should be nice and warm by now. Let's grab some water. All right, we feeling okay? Still with me? All right. Feel free to take your favorite stretch while we take this 4-minute recovery. It is a longer break. We haven't had any yet, right? So maybe take a quad stretch or a hamstring stretch, reaching for your toes. You want to give your body that full recovery. Allow that oxygen to flow through, supplying some fresh energy to those muscles for the next circuit. All right, we're going to take it down a notch, pick up my 5-pounder. We're doing some bilateral movements here. So working one side at a time. I told you we're going to add in some arm movement, total body work. We're going to step into a reverse lunge, little pause. The weight is in my opposite hand. Going to drive up, take a little twist. If you need to step down first and then knee up, totally fine. All right, so reverse lunge, knee lift to twist. So legs, abs, a little bit of shoulder work. All right, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Rack the weight, lunge, pause, gain your balance, drive it up, twist. Step it back. You can use that free hand for a little counterbalance. Take a big step back. Check in with your front leg. Your knee shouldn't come past your toe. Weight in the heel. So our balance comes from our inner ear. It's a great way to train all those stabilizers. Ooh, even train the brain with that crossbody move. Rest. We're going to switch sides. So change the weight, change the leg. And when you're ready, remember, you don't have to wait for me. Get into it. Let's go. Big drop with that knee. Shoulders are over hips. Drive it up. You want to get close to a wall so you can reach out to it just in case you start to lose your balance. Regain and then let go when you're ready. When you find that you're stable, you can use a wall or a chair, a table. Keep it close by. Using that grounding knee for big support here. Whew. And rest. Take a little breather. That was a lot. All right. So picking up my other weight now. Again, light weights. 5 3-pounders. If you have something heavy, that's all you have. Just give me a shoulder press. All right. Otherwise, we're doing shoulders. Step back into a lunge. It's not a deep lunge, just staggered stance. We're going around the world. Bring it down. All right, the staggered stance is just for a little bit more basic support. Shifting out the distance between your feet for a wider base at the bottom. Doesn't matter which leg is back. Just that you're really feeling grounded. If you're protecting shoulders, you can always just do like a lateral raise. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, that's 3. We got to go back to the top. One weight down. All right, when you're ready, let's set up for that lunge. Drop the knee up and twist. So once you feel comfortable, you can start to pick up that pace. Get that heart rate up. Drive that knee with some intensity. Come on. Let's go, let's go. So you're starting to get a little more metabolic with this move. Big muscle groups, moving a little bit quicker. That grounded leg should be burning. 3, 2, 1, and time. Switch arms, switch legs. Get set up. When you're ready, get right into it. So incorporate the weight if you have it, if you want to use it. If you feel like it's enough of a challenge without it, set it down. Maybe you do half with the weight, half without. Halfway there. Whew. Remember, hold on to that wall if you need it. Last 10 seconds. And time. All right, pick up that other weight. So other leg can go back this time, just a staggered stance. Heel can lift or down. Palms up around the world. Nice and slow. Little active recovery here. Even if you're just using your own body weight, that's going to be some great mobility for your shoulders. Got about 20 seconds here. All right, looking good, gang. We are almost there. And time. All right, last one, best one. I'm gonna set my weight down for this round for the lunges, just because I'm gonna take it a step further. I wanna be safe with this move. So step back into your lunge. You're stepping through, you want to take it a notch further, extend that leg and reach down. So I'm not going to reach down with my weight just because it's taking it away from the body, a little bit more chance for a shoulder injury. So if you want to take it a step further and add that kick, get that heart rate up a little bit more, then put your weight down or maybe just kick, but make sure you don't forget that twist. All right, little torso rotation, a little standing ab work. Three, two, one, and time. Set it up on the other side. Same thing, when you're there, when you're ready, get right into it. Woo. This is it, gang. One more move after this. We get a break. Then we get into our upper body circuit and bring it home. All right, let's go, 20 seconds. You've got this. You feel like you need a breather, take it, count to 3, jump back into that circuit. And time. All right, light weights around the world. Stagger the stance. When you're ready, get right into it. Halfway through, I'll let you know you can switch the legs. Again, it's not super important with the lower body. We're not doing any leg work, just for balance, support. But if you want to even it out, we can always switch halfway through. Again, lateral raise or chest press or shoulder press, excuse me. Anything for the upper body here. All right, you can switch the stance. All right, remember we get a full minute break. I'm gonna give you a few stretches. 3, 2, 1, and time. You can set the weights down. All right. Come into that long lunge or that high lunge. Take one arm across, hug it in, a little stretch for the shoulder. All right, release, switch the legs. Make sure you push that heel down, nice stretch for the back of the leg here. Arm across, hug it in. And shake it out, one more stretch, let's do a little toe reach here. Flat back, reach down towards your toes, maybe your hands rest on your shins. Drop your head. And then very slowly start to bring it up. We're gonna start with some bend over rows. So hip hinge, that deadlift position, we're gonna pull it up one arm at a time. So when you're ready, go ahead and grab those weights. Come and join me. Feet right underneath those hips. So squeeze through the glutes, push the hips back, belly drawn in. Let's go. You got one heavy weight, for instance. I'll pick up my monster weight over here. Just do both hands. That's totally fine. Just giving you some options here, a little bilateral work. It's a nice way to isolate one side at a time. Couple more seconds here. If you need to, you can always hip hinge, stand up, come up for air for a moment, and then back down. And there's time. All right, come on up. We've got a standing curl to press. All right, lighter weights. Curl it up. Press up overhead, rotate the wrist forward. Rotate back in. Reverse that curl. Let's go, take your time. Told you we're focusing on upper body for circuit number 3. All right, control it. Take the swing out of the movement. If you feel like you have to swing to lift your weights, maybe pick up some lighter weights. You can always do one arm at a time. Or maybe just do a couple reps with your heavy weights and then drop down to your light weights to keep that moving. Because we're working for almost a minute, so it's natural for your body to start to fatigue, especially these smaller muscles. And time. All right, here's those push-ups I promised you. We fatigued the shoulders and arms. Now we come down for push-ups. If you prefer to lay on your back, do a chest press, please do. All right, here we go. On the knees or on the toes. Push-ups till failure, or if you can keep going until the clock runs out, keep going. But when you reach your maximum push-up limit, just hold the plank for me. All right, no race here. They don't have to be speed push-ups. Just come all the way down, all the way up. Woo, I feel it. 3, 2, 1, and time. Excellent job, my friends. That's round 1. Let's bring it back up. Pick up your weights, lift with the legs, back to the top. So hip hinge. If you want, stagger the stance, hinge forward, pull it up into a row. Again, alternating, or both arms, same time. Again, come up for air, count to 3 whenever you need it, get back into it. If you're doing staggered, switch the legs, back is flat, chest is out, shoulder blades are drawn back, hold it there, and just move through the arms. Pull those elbows back and squeeze. Little back, little biceps. Who doesn't want to work those, right? And time. Excellent. All right, curl to press. You have your weights ready, go for it. Curl it up. Press, rotate forward. Rotate the wrist, reverse curl. So even that reverse curl is part of the work. All right, we're rotating through the wrist just to get a little bit more emphasis into the forearms. You can always stick with the hammer curl if you prefer, keeping the wrist neutral, facing in. If that feels better for you, totally fine. A little bicep, shoulder and tricep overhead. We're pre-fatiguing those muscles in the arms and shoulders, so when we get to those push-ups, they're a little bit more difficult. All right, they're gonna challenge you. Here we go, push-ups or chest press. I'll show the chest press this round just in case there's any question. Go for it. So if you're doing chest press, bringing the weights right over your shoulder, arms out wide, squeeze the pec muscles, bring it up. If you're doing a chest press, you can always lift the hips up, hold that bridge. Recruit a little bit more muscle fiber here. All the way to the end. And time. All right, we've got one more lap. From the top, weights up, deadlift, or excuse me, dead row. Get in that deadlift position and pull it up into that row. Here we go. Remember, you can do that staggered stance if you want it. Pull up, squeeze, control it on the way down. You squeeze your muscles, don't squeeze your weights. Loosen up that grip on those weights here. Nice firm grip, but don't hold it like a death grip here. Keep those fingers a little bit relaxed. Make sure the work is coming from the arms, the back. Don't want you getting any cramps in the fingers or the hands. 3, 2, 1, and you are done with this move. All right, curl to press. I'm gonna try my luck with these heavier weights, see how far I can get in the last round. When you're ready, curl, shoulder press, reverse it. Let's go. I challenge you to even slow down a little bit more on that reverse curl. All right, resist gravity a little longer. Make those arms work. Come on. That's my favorite part right there. That reverse curl. This is what we do in the gym, right? We like to watch our biceps while we work those arms. Come on. 10 seconds. All right, one more rep. And done with that move. All right, last but not least, we've got push-ups or chest press. Take your pick. On the knees or on the toes. Bridge or no bridge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I challenge you to do as many as you can on the toes, even if it's just 1 or 2. And then drop to those knees when you can't do any more. Remember, hold the plank. When you feel fatigued, you should feel fatigued if you were doing all those arm moves, right? Whew. This is it, gang. Home stretch. Way to work all the way to the end. Remember, this is our last circuit. We're gonna start to cool down right after this with some core work. Finish out these last 10 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and time. Excellent, excellent job. You can stay where you are on the floor, or if you need to get up and grab some water, please do. We're gonna get right into some core work here. And before we do, actually, let's take a quick stretch for those chest and back muscles here. So chest, arms out, turn your thumbs down and reach. Or if you can, go ahead and clasp your fingertips together, open up the chest. Beautiful job with those push-ups, chest presses, whatever you did there. That should have been really challenging. I saved it for last to really push you. All right, release the hands, turn the palms out, round the back. That should feel good in the back of those shoulders. All right, go ahead and shake it out. All right, let's come to a seat, start with some core work. You can use a weight if you want. We're gonna start with some Russian twists. I'm gonna just use my body weight. Walk your heels out in front of you, start to lean back. Find where your core starts to brace and do some work. Hands together or hold your weight. We're just gonna twist side to side. Little tap to the floor. All right, some good twisting work. It's good to strengthen your midsection, the front, the sides, and the back. But it's also good for your internal organs. A little twisting and turning. A little increase or boost for your digestive system. Come on. You've already had breakfast, this will be helpful. If not, your digestive system is ready for when you do eat breakfast. All right, a few more seconds. Here's 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna do some ab sprinters. So walk those feet out a little bit further. Again, lean back, find where your abs start to brace. We're gonna do a little sprinter action. We're not going really quickly, but we're looking like we're sprinting. Draw the knee up, little twist. This should look and feel familiar from our workout today. The little twisting action. So really working the abs, hip flexors, leg work. Lean back and twist. You can always just move the torso if your legs are just really worn out. Last 5. And time. All right, go ahead and lay on down on your back. We're gonna do some crunches, drawing circles here. So we're coming up into a crunch. Draw a little circle with your rib cage. So up and around in one direction. Here we go. Up, around, and back down. Nice and slow here. Hands can support the head right behind the ears. And then right here, we're gonna go the other way. Reverse your circle. Let's just even it out. Inhale down, exhale as you lift up. Again, take your time. We're allowing our heart rate to come down gradually. And rest. Let's hug our knees in. We've got 2 more moves. All right, from here, extend the legs. We're gonna do L-shaped leg drops here. So head and shoulders can stay down or lift up and hold. We're gonna drop one heel toward the floor, drive it back up, other side. Low back is pressed into the floor. If you still feel like you have a little space there and it's hurting your low back, bend your knees over hips, and tap. If your neck is uncomfortable, just let your head and shoulders back down. Five more seconds. And time. Hug the knees in. One more move, gang, and we're done. All right. Legs are gonna go back up. We're gonna reach toward the shoelaces on the opposite foot. So reach up towards the right hand towards the left leg, back down, left hand towards the right leg, and down. Let's go. This is it. You can touch your knee, your shin, or maybe you get all the way up, hit that shoelace. This is very nice since I have these super long shoelaces. I can actually touch them. Whew. Just a few more seconds here, gang, and we are done. 5 seconds. And time. That's it. That is your workout. Just take a minute here, hug the knees in, and then let them fall over to the floor to one side. Little spinal twist here. You might feel a little crack or pop in your low back. Deep breath in and out, knees rotate back to center, other side. Release those legs down, let the tension go. Deep breath in, knees back up on your exhale. Hug your knees in one more time. Maybe you rock yourself up to a seat. And then let's do one more stretch here. Reach for your toes. Little hammy stretch. If you have more time in your morning here before moving on, please continue to do some stretches here. There's plenty more that you can do to really help with flexibility. If you have to move on with your day, just make sure you keep drinking water and even find other ways to move throughout your day, okay? My name is Sarita. Thank you so much for joining the class this morning. I appreciate you waking up this morning with me. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Great job, gang.
Bye.